Just a quick review of the book, Exercise for Special Populations. Basically, the book's divided up into three parts. I'll go over each briefly, just to let you know what's in the book. First one is part one. It's called Scientific Foundations. Here there's like anatomy and physiology of body systems. Part two is Exercise and Nutrition for Life Stages. Here they talk about things like exercise during pregnancy, exercise for youth, adolescents, exercise for senior adults, kind of the lifespan there. Part three is Exercise and Nutrition for Disease and Illness. And here they have exercise for obese individuals, like individuals with cardiovascular disease. There's also stuff for diabetes, recovering from cancer. I thought that was really good. I've never seen anything like that before, recovering from cancer, specific exercise for that population. Very overlooked. Asthma, Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis. So yeah, as you can see, the book fills, I think, a much needed niche for special populations that just don't really get much recognition when it comes to books that have a lot of information for them. So I'm glad to see there's books like this coming out for special populations. There never used to be too many out, and this is one really good one I like. Another one that I know of is like special population, like people with rotator cuff problems. It's a big problem. Just don't see too much information on there. This is another one I do like, 6-minute torn rotator cuff solution for seniors. A lot more books coming out now for seniors, as a special population, so I'm glad to see that. This is a good book because a lot of people as you get older are going to get a rotator cuff tear. Just circulation just gets a little less to it as you get older, and it's not as strong as it used to be. This is a good user-friendly book. Basically, first part goes over like what is the rotator cuff. Lots of pictures, if you're a visual learner, it's good. What is the rotator cuff? What does it do? What does it look like? Answers you need to know in the second part. A lot of good question and answers. Like, what are the symptoms of a rotator cuff tear? Are there any tests that I can use to tell if I have a rotator cuff tear? Where exactly does it tear at? Are there different kinds of rotator cuff tears? I had a rotator cuff tear and I'm in a lot of pain. I need surgery, right? So yeah, a lot of older people that have a tear, it hurts a lot. They think, oh gosh, I have to have surgery. Well, not necessarily. This book is very evidence-based, quotes a lot of studies. And basically, the studies in this section are showing that there are people actually walking around with really large rotator cuff tears that have no pain, and there's people that have, a minor tear, small tear, that are in a lot of pain. So since there's no correlation between pain and how big your tear is, it's not necessarily true that, I'm in a lot of pain, I have to have surgery. What will happen if I leave my rotator cuff tear alone? Another good question people want to know, like, do I have to have surgery? The only way you're going to know that is if you go through all the studies like this book has, and you follow people that have a torn rotator cuff, you follow them over time, and you see, does it get better? Does it repair itself? What happens? This book answers that question. How does exercise compare to surgery when it comes to treating my torn rotator cuff? Here again, the only way you'll know is looking at the randomized controlled trials. This book has looked at all of them, compiled the results. Make a long story short, whether you do an exercise program or surgery, you're going to end up at the same place. So that's according to multiple randomized controlled trials. Quite consistent finding in the research. Exercises. So to that end, the book ends with an exercise program for your rotator cuff. You can use it to help prevent a problem or to treat one. Basically has a beginner, intermediate, and advanced program. It's a very specific book for a specific population. So I really like that these kind of books are really coming out. But yeah, I think if you want a lot of information on exercise for a lot of specific populations you don't really hear too much about, I think it's a good resource. So check it out.